This one is one of my favorites. This one is one of my absolute favorites. This is like the pictures on your phone made it from your dreams. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I cannot explain how exciting this is. This is too good. This is a little too good. All right. Ugh. Hey y'all, it's Chrysanthus. Thanks for joining and welcome to another Psychonaut Reacts video. Today we're watching my favorite TikToks. That's right. We're getting on the clock app for a little bit of what I would call a TripTok. If you're new here, welcome. We are a realm dedicated to psychedelics and sacred plant medicine, all about demystifying and destigmatizing the trip.
The following video is made for the purpose of education and harm reduction. We are not promoting the use, procurement, or possession of any plant medicine or substance. We encourage everyone to do further research and prioritize safety.
One of the biggest questions I get from non-journeyers is, what does it look like? Could you tell me what it looks like when you're tripping? What do you see? What do you feel? And today, we're gonna be talking about what we see. Back in the day, trip simulators used to look like a hell of a mess. I'm thinking about a very specific film right now that I will cue.
Never mind. Just shut up and take it. Yeah, right.
I'm all aglow, man. Look at this.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
That's how trips used to be represented, right? So who would want to go on that? But let's fast forward a bit to the year 2021 and technology, especially trip simulating technology, has gotten to a place of just, I feel like I'm journeying looking at some of these. So really quickly, I will add, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe. If you get anything out of it, please subscribe. I also do make TikTok, so find me there. Find me, my TikTok is Chrysanthus. But let's hop right in. All right. Trip simulating TikToks. Here's our first TripTok TikTok trip simulation. I like the music. I really like the music. What I dig about this one is that it's a loop, that it starts and it goes and it starts where it ends. So this is supposed to be like a bad trip, right? This TikTok was posted by Tom Coben. And is this what a bad trip looks like? No. Is this what a bad trip feels like though? First off, if you've seen my channel, you know I don't believe in bad trips. I believe in needed trips, but I think this is a solid depiction of proprioception that you might get from a really intense trip. So proprioception, what do I mean by proprioception? Otherwise known as kinesthesia, it's your body's ability to sense movement, action, and location. So this is a depiction of the world warping and moving around you, right? If you were in this, you probably wouldn't feel like you could stand up. Have I ever had any trips this severe where the world was twisting like Play-Doh? No, I have not. Can't say that this wouldn't be realistic on a heroic dose of something. It's just, have I had that heroic dose yet? No, I personally have not. I think that this looks like a lot of fun though, and that is what is wrong with me. Let's just talk about set and setting really quick. This is not the set or the setting, right? Being alone in a dark and wet and roach-infested metro station, this is giving me something went extremely wrong to get here. But anyways, this one was kind of funny. I loved the music. Thank you, Tom Coben, for posting this to TikTok. Very incredible, seamless, gorgeous CG graphics. This one is one of my favorites. This one is one of my absolute favorites. accurate depictions of, I'd say especially a psilocybin journey, that I've seen like ever. This is spot on. The way that she disappears, like you will feel yourself disappearing into your surroundings. The way she disappears into her surroundings, especially the natural surroundings of nature. Y'all, I could do an entire video just on this one. I love it. If you look at the flower pot that the plants are coming up out of, they warp into something that almost looks like slug-like. Everything else takes on a different natural characterization that still exists within nature. Like, look at that. It almost looks like a shell design of some sort. I'm almost seeing like an Amanita muscaria mushroom next to it. Just wow. Whoever made this, I think it's this person, Rodrigo Perez Estrada. Please follow them. They post a bunch of these trip simulators, but wow, y'all. If you look up kind of up here, and the plants get into this kind of, they take on this sort of cobwebby effect, this cobwebby nature. That's spot on. This is too good. This is a little too good. I also love that this is looping, so it begins how it ends. This person just did a magnificent job. I literally feel like I'm journeying watching this very brief video. The way that the organic shapes maintain their form, but kind of everything else that's inorganic becomes something that is organic. Chef's kiss, y'all. Chef's kiss. Rodrigo, if you ever come across this video, you are a goat. I love your TikToks, and we're about to see some more of them. So let's keep it moving. I could stay on that one forever though. Let's see. This right here is exactly why you don't reach for that bag of Cheetos Puffs while you are journeying, because oh my god, are they babies? What are they? Are they fetuses? This is so disturbing and also smelly to me. Like, I'm watching this and I feel like I'm journeying and also smelling something that smells literally so bad. It just, like, this is a picture that visually stinks. And it's beautiful and it's incredible, but it is like, I remember journeying one time and watching a cooking show. It was, I believe, like a Lizaki video on YouTube, and the pictures of like the pork being chopped started taking on like characteristics almost of a face. And yeah, if you're journeying, you really don't want to be looking at food. You really don't want to be looking at stuff like this, because there is a chance that stuff like this will start looking like stuff like that. It's just really rough to look at. But yeah, it's like I'm looking at faces, but I can't discern. I can't make out anything that is a face, but I just know that everything is reminiscent of a face, and it is very, very disturbing. And a lot of the times you'll get hallucinations that are like this when you're looking at something that is like a pattern of things, right? So maybe like wood chips or a bunch of rocks and stones. It's just, ugh. I get quivery looking at that. Number 4, again, another Rodrigo Perez Estrada. We got the mushrooms, all right. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. All right, so this trip simulator is giving LSD. It's giving the LSD experience. It's giving peak LSD. It's giving, this is what you're going to see at the top of the peak of the climax of a moderate to large dose of LSD, where everything suddenly becomes something that it's not. A lot of the times when people ask me about hallucinations, they're like, do you see something that's not there? On LSD, psilocybin, etc., etc. The answer to that question is typically no, but things become something that they are not. Whereas I'm looking here, I'm gonna pause it, I see something owl-like, I see a man with a jellyfish hat, I see almost corn developing right here, and a different type of skull coming out of this skull. This looks like a purse, and you know, this is reminiscent of kind of like a Google Deep Dream type of like neural network, sort of. I'm sure that's what they're using, is like an AI to generate like, what does the computer see? But this is also very reminiscent of tripping. This kind of like watercolory, iridescent sheer type of oozing and dripping. You can see right here, it looks like colors are bleeding into each other, things are bleeding into each other. That is very chef's kiss. That is very much what one might see while they are journeying. And then also kind of how spooky this is. Like, yeah, there's some of that too. Especially this could be like a night trip, like tripping at night. But to me, this is pretty on the money. And then from the peak experience, we go back down, right, to it's just a skull, some mushrooms. This is so well done. Like, this is eerily, like, spookily well done. And I also just think as a standalone piece, like, this video is giving. I stand. Gorgeous, stunning to me, but also, like, if you've journeyed before, watching these trip visualizers, it's like, yes, like, I've been there. Like, that is it. I have been there. So to be able to capture that is very impressive to me, because it's taking things from your trip. It's like trying to take something out of a dream. You know what I mean? It's very complicated and can be pretty difficult to do. So, solid job. Ooh, the motion. All right, so another loop we have. I guess these are all loops, which is pretty cool. This one is an outdoor journey. I think this is really gorgeous. I would say that out of all of the ones we've watched, this is probably the most traumatized. The saturation is there, but like the saturation that you experience during a trip, it isn't like an Instagram, like, neoning of colors. It's like a saturation that you feel, that like colors might look slightly more vibrant, but you're like, whoa, colors, like the way the colors hit you are a bit different, and that's kind of hard to capture. The kind of warpiness of everything, yeah, that's definitely there. Just how much this looks like a painting, you would have to take a significant dose to get to a place where like nature just becomes like totally a painting. But again, this is like a beautiful piece, and I love this creator. So solid job. Second to last TikTok. Okay, so this is by Psychedelic.dreams, and this is supposed to be a realistic LSD. Alright, that music is also Mild High Club, and I may or may not have journeyed while seeing this band live in nature, and this may be absolutely 100% spot on to journeying while listening to Mild High Club while being outside in nature. I love this. Yes, if you can see what I would describe as like the ancient encryption, like the ancient, I'm gonna sound like such a kook right now, like the ancient writings in the trees, like, let me pause it where it gets to, you know, like these hieroglyphic things. You'll start to see all these hieroglyphic patterns, and then you'll convince yourself that if you try hard enough, you can read them, but that language is not for you. That language is not for you to understand. Trust me, I've tried. It's not just the foreground of this, but it's also the background. Really gorgeous. You can see the background growing and like thinning, like sucking itself in and pushing itself back out again. This is absolutely gorgeous. I could watch this for hours, you guys. But yeah, just the graphic nature of it, the kind of hieroglyphic nature of it. You know, it looks like early language. It looks like, if you look at this, it looks like cuneiform or something. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I don't know how the hell they were able to process this into a video of a tree and how they were able to quite capture that, but it's pretty mind-blowing. Again, this creator is psychedelic.dreams. Some of the comments: I've done LSD 50 plus times and can confirm this is 9 out of 10 similarity. Yep, I would definitely give this around a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. Maturing is learning the trip isn't even the crazy part. It's how you view reality afterwards, TBH. Well, yes, but on acid you don't only see it, you feel it too. I think that's a very important point, that this is just half of the experience, or maybe a quarter of the experience. The rest of it is going up here in your body. You know, it's so much more than just seeing, but you know, seeing can be a really important part. I'll keep playing that. The way the color changes, you know, there's like some greens, some purples, some darks in here, and how the dark gets even darker and gets pushed a bit to the foreground. It's so spot on. This is a really incredible trip simulator. Looks realistic, but nothing can describe the mindset while you're tripping. The creator said, facts, bro. So that's why people say everything is alive and everything is breathing. Yep, that's why people say it, because look at this breath here. Look at this breath. It's like, the reason I'm so excited about it is, like I said, it's like trying to capture something from a dream. So it's like, you know, having a really dope dream that you can't wait to share the pictures on your phone, but then you wake up and there are no pictures on your phone. This is like the pictures on your phone made it from your dreams. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I cannot explain how exciting this is. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you to all of these creators. And we have our last one, which I'm going to say is the freakiest one. It's, in my opinion, the freakiest one.
Come on, get happy, and chase all your cares away. Hallelujah, come on, get happy. Oh my God.
Okay, why am I including this in a trip simulator video? Well, because it's not just freaky, but there is some degree to which people's appendages and parts of them don't necessarily stick to them so easily when you're journeying. So like, I've seen something close to this in other people. It's not as horrifying as it seems like it would be. But also people turn into like Felix-like cartoon cat faces, or people start multiplying faces and it's more like you feel like people look like this. This might be a slight dramatization. I don't know if it's gonna disturb you guys to keep playing this. People can look really freaky when you're journeying, and it's a trip to kind of see what characteristics come out. The people you know and love, like your friends, like who they turn into. And this one is kind of, yeah, it's not as realistic as the other ones, but it does represent something in your experience of other people. But yeah, this was my last one. So I hope y'all can get happy. I hope that if you're on TikTok, you can find some of these really dope simulators. This one was by Aunt Freckle. Be sure to follow these folks. They're putting out new stuff on a pretty regular basis, myself included. My TikTok is Chrysanthus. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a like. Please be sure to give my channel a subscribe. I am making some more of these like Psychonaut Reacts type videos. I hope y'all dig them. If you do, I will obviously be creating more and more. And we have merch, so please check out our Threadless. You can get some of these dope threads from our Threadless. And every cent goes towards supporting the realm. So I seriously appreciate y'all. I hope you got a kick out of this video. I know I did. I'm going to keep saving and selecting trip simulating TikToks to share with y'all in future videos. If you have a favorite trip sim TikTok, please put it in the comments and let me know which one of these was your favorite or which one rang true to you. All of these rang true to me in some sort of way. That's why I curated them for y'all. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, don't forget to keep it trippy.